Greetings to viewers of Nltv News Now. I'm Rinki Gogoi and let's begin with the headlines. In a sign of resentment against delay in pronouncing justice in Oting killings, Tizit Area Students Union on Thursday carries out a bike rally from Tizit to Mon. Around 150 bikers take part in the rally under the banner Justice for Oting. Nikki Sumi-led NSCNK faction demands clarification from Director General of Assam Rifles for his statements during a recent interview. General Nair said that Myanmar-based NSCNK led by Yung Ong weakened after Nikki Sumi surrendered. An active NSCNR cadre apprehended by security forces in Jongsum of Changlang district of Arunachal Pradesh on Thursday. 1 pistol, 6 live rounds of ammunition with magazine and objectionable documents seized from the militant. National Investigation Agency announces rewards for any important information on insurgents involved in Assam Rifles convoy attack on November 13, 2021 in Manipur. 5 Assam Rifles personnel, including Commanding Officer Colonel Viplav Tripathi, his wife and son were killed during the incident. India's tally of Omicron crosses 3,000 mark with a total of 3,007 cases reported from across 27 states and union territories, while the country records 1,17,100 new coronavirus infections and 302 deaths in the last 24 hours. Now news in detail. Tizit Area Students Union on Thursday carried out a bike rally from Tizit to Mon as a sign of resentment against delay in delivering justice to the December 4 and 5 Oting victims. Around 150 bikers took the rally under the banner Justice for Oting. Following the bike rally, the union held a brief meeting with officials of Konyak Union at its office in Mon. TASU President Takai Konyak lamented the event. After more than a month, the state government's SIT produced no report of the December 4 incident. The president further stated that such democratic agitations would continue until justice was served. The Nikki Sumi-led NSCNK faction on Thursday demanded clarification from Director General of Assam Rifles Lieutenant General Pradeep Chandra Nair for his misleading statements during his Week magazine's recent interview. DGAR Lieutenant General Nair in his interview to the Week magazine said that Myanmar-based NSCNK led by Yung Ong weakened after Nikki Sumi surrendered. The NSCN-GPRN was extremely offended by General Nair's comments. The faction strongly condemned the general for making such baseless, deceitful and immoral statements even after the government of India and the NSCN-GPRN officially revived the ceasefire on September 8, 2021. Furthermore, the faction asked the general to prove if there is any document or agreement on which the NSCN-GPRN had signed or agreed for surrender. An active NSCNR cadre was apprehended by security forces in Jongsum of Changlang district of Arunachal Pradesh on Thursday. The security forces under Spear Corps, after receiving specific input, launched a joint operation with state police and apprehended the NSCN cadre who was carrying out extortion from villagers. The forces recovered 1 pistol, 6 live rounds of ammunition with magazines and discriminating documents. The apprehended individual along with recovered weapon and ammunition have been handed over to Changlang police station for further investigation. The National Investigation Agency on Thursday announced rewards of rupees 4 to 8 lakhs for any important information on insurgents involved in November 13, 2021 Manipur's convoy attack. 10 insurgents were allegedly involved in the attack that killed 5 Assam Rifle Jawans, including Commanding Officer Colonel Viplav Tripathi, his wife and son. Reportedly, the insurgents belong to the banned People's Liberation Army and the Manipur Naga People's Front. Amongst those wanted for the incident include self-styled Lieutenant Colonel Chaoi and Lieutenant Colonel Sagol Sem Inachoa. After the firm protesters breached PM Modi's cavalcade route in Punjab to leave him stranded on a flyover for over 15 to 20 minutes. A 3-member committee constituted by the Ministry of Home Affairs reached Ferozepur to inquire into the serious lapses in the security arrangements during the PM's visit to Punjab. The 3-member committee, led by Sudhir Kumar Saxena, Secretary, Cabinet Secretariat, and comprising of Balbir Singh, Joint Director IB, and S. Suresh, IG, SPG, visited the spot early on Friday, where Prime Minister's convoy was stuck for over 15 to 20 minutes due to rock blockade. During its visit, the committee met officers in the police and concerned authorities in the Punjab government who were responsible for the security arrangements of the Prime Minister in coordination with the Special Protection Group officials. Ministry of Home Affairs on Thursday constituted the 3-member committee to inquire into the serious lapses in the security arrangements during PM's visit. Home Ministry spokesperson in a tweet on Thursday had informed about the information of the committee, which will submit the report at the earliest. India has detected a total of 3,007 cases of Omicron variant of coronavirus infection on January 7. The cases have been spread across 27 states and union territories. Maharashtra recorded a maximum of 876 cases, followed by Delhi at 465, Karnataka 333, Rajasthan 291, Kerala 284, Gujarat 204, Tamil Nadu 121, Haryana 114, Telangana 107, Odisha 60, Uttar Pradesh 31, Andhra Pradesh 28, West Bengal 27, Goa 19. Meanwhile, Assam and Madhya Pradesh reported 9 each, Uttarakhand 8, Meghalaya 4, while Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh and Jammu and Kashmir reported 3 cases each. Furthermore, Puducherry and Punjab reported 2 cases each respectively. Notably, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, Ladakh and Manipur logged 1 case each. India on Friday reported 1,17,100 fresh COVID-19 cases, while the active cases have increased to 3,71,363, showed the Health Ministry's data. Notably, a total of 30,836 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the cumulative recoveries to 3,43,71,845. As per the Health Ministry's data, the national COVID-19 recovery rate now stands to 97.57%. Popular actor Suara Bhaskar on Friday informed that she was tested positive for coronavirus and is under home quarantine. Bhaskar broke the news on Instagram, wishing for it to pass quickly because she is double vaccinated. She further urged those who came in contact with her to get tested. Rajasthan CM Ashok Gehlot has been tested positive for COVID-19 with mild symptoms. He mentioned on Twitter handle that he has been tested positive with a very light symptom and there is no other problem. He further said that those who came in contact with him requesting them to isolate themselves and undergo COVID test. The Supreme Court of India on Thursday has decided to uphold the constitutional validity of the 27% reservation for OBC in NEET, UG and PG. Meanwhile, for EWS category, 10% reservation will apply this year, but the prospective ruling will be decided on a final hearing on March 3, 2022. The Supreme Court, after reserving the judgment, said that the NEET PG counselling has to begin in national interest. Delhi's air quality improved to the poor category on Friday as intermittent rains brought some relief in pollution in the national capital. The city's air quality index stood at 273. Furthermore, the national capital on Friday recorded a minimum temperature of 13.5 degrees Celsius. Notably, high winds and intermittent rains are likely during January 5 to 8, which is expected to improve AQI through strong dispersion and wet deposition. Meanwhile, the air quality of Noida remains in the very poor category with the AQI at 305, while the air quality of Gurugram is also in the very poor category with the AQI at 306. In view of the excessive snowfall on roads along the China border, the Border Roads Organization undertook extensive snow clearance operations to ensure the movement of military and civilian vehicles on Friday. The roads have been kept open by the Border Roads Organization in Sikkim, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. As the BRO is responsible for building and maintaining roads in the border areas, it has been building an extensive road network in areas such as Eastern Ladakh to help faster movement of troops to border areas. New roads are also being constructed to provide alternative routes to the military, which has taken heavy weaponry such as tanks and artillery guns to border areas in high-altitude locations. Ministry of External Affairs on Thursday states that the government is closely monitoring construction of a bridge by China at the Pangong Lake. It further stated that the site where the bridge is being constructed is under illegal Chinese occupation. MEA said that the bridge is being constructed in areas that have been under illegal occupation by China for around 60 years. However, the government is taking steps to ensure our security and interests. On this matter, Mallikarjun Kharge said that China is busy building a bridge on Pangong Lake to make it easier to deploy troops. Meanwhile, former Congress President Rahul Gandhi also questioned the government's silence on the matter. He therefore said that PM silence is deafening our land. Our people, our borders deserve better. The World Health Organization insisted on Thursday that Omicron variant of COVID-19 is killing people across the globe and should not be dismissed as mild. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said that the record numbers of people catching the new variant, which is rapidly outcompeting the previously dominant Delta variant, is in many countries meant hospitals were being overwhelmed. Tedros also states that Omicron does appear to be less severe as compared to Delta, especially in those vaccinated areas. Tedros said that just under 9.5 million new COVID-19 cases were reported to the WHO last week. Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav said that cheetah that became extinct in India back in 1952 is also set to return to the country. The center has launched an action plan under which 50 cheetahs will be introduced in India in the next 5 years. As per the action plan, around 10 to 12 young cheetahs will be imported from Namibia or South Africa. These cheetahs will be introduced as the founder stock during the first year of the plan. For the introduction of the big cats, Kunopalpur National Park in Madhya Pradesh has been rated high on the priority list and is considered as a suitable habitat and adequate prey base. However, the cats were expected to be reintroduced in November 2021 in Madhya Pradesh, but due to the pandemic, the plan was delayed. Ahead of Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari on Thursday said that road development projects worth rupees 5 lakh crores would be brought in the state of UP if the double-engine government of the Bharatiya Janata Party comes to power again. Notably, the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari on Thursday inaugurated and laid foundation stones for 572 kilometers of national highway projects at a cost of rupees 12,981 crores in Kaushambi, Ayodhya and Basti in Uttar Pradesh. While addressing the gathering in Ayodhya, the Union Minister said, "Under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we are committed to providing better connectivity in Uttar Pradesh with a strong network of national highways as well as the overall development of the state. And if our double-engine government comes again in Uttar Pradesh, I will bring road development projects worth rupees 5 lakh crores in the state." After Rajasthan, Odisha on Thursday reported its first and the country's second confirmed Omicron-related death. Notably, the deceased has been identified as 55-year-old woman who died at the Veer Surendra Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research in Barla in Sambalpur district on December 27. The woman, a resident of Agalpur village, had no prior travel history to a foreign country. According to reports, she was found to be infected with Omicron after the genome sequencing of her samples. The Balangir District Administration confirmed in a statement on Thursday. Thank you, viewers. That's all for now. For more updates, keep watching Nltv. Samanu Lagawas.